Hello everyone. Today we will look at the car that just arrived the day before yesterday, and this car initially was built as a BMW 320i with the M20 engine, I believe, a 6-cylinder 2.0, and it was swapped to a 2.5 of the newer generation. And I don't remember all these BMW engine codes, but this is the engine that you would normally find in a E36, a 2.5 liter. It's a non-Vanos, and I believe these had either 190 or 192 horsepower. It's a very nice, very sharp looking car. It is still dirty because it just arrived. There will be more videos coming up in the next couple of days. But for today, I just wanted to show you what it looks like underneath. And it does look pretty good. Oh, and by the way, it does have these AC Schnitzer kits that include your side skirts and front and rear bumper. These are aftermarket, but they do look pretty nice. Let's look what we got. Rust-wise, there is really not much to speak of. You're going to see surface stuff on suspension components, but it is very minor. Like you see that comes up just with your finger. That rust, it's so surface. So this all can be cleaned up if somebody wants it. Also, you got a couple of little rust spots on here, but they're also just seem very surface, and this whole thing is solid, so that can be easily cleaned up and sprayed with something that looks nicer. And then of course you're gonna see some corrosion on the exhaust, which in this case it's just surface. There are no holes in the exhaust. There's no exhaust leaks that I can speak of. Somebody did replace this exhaust at some point because you can see these clamps. They don't look the best, but the exhaust feels very solid. It doesn't bang when you drive. It's not loose. And if you look at the position of the tips, they look pretty good. And the most important thing, however, is that all the floorboards and the rocker panels look very, very good and mostly original, or maybe even all original. By the way, you can see this fuel tank is also brand new. It's been replaced. So if you look at the floorboards here and rocker panels from the inside, it all looks really, really good. And I do believe this is all original. And then again, you got these squares that always fall off first, and you're gonna think I'm goofy. Why is he talking about these squares? Well, that's because we don't see a lot of cars that have them. They usually fall off. Now on this side, you can see there is a plastic wheel well piece missing. That's why you have this opening there. But at least you can look inside, well, if you can, and see that there's really no rust. On this side, that plastic piece is right there. Not a big deal. Squares are present on both sides, and this is the other side of the floorboards. That looks very nice and pretty much rust free. Front suspension, again, just surface stuff. Engine transmission, we haven't cleaned it, as you can see. Pretty dry. I mean, the car is old. We are not sure when the swap was done, and you can see some old residue of, you know, some oil and dirt. But there are no leaks that I can see. And the same thing with the transmission. It is a little moist just from the old age, but there are no really any leaks. Front suspension again here. Now, one thing that I've noticed, somebody upgraded a lot of suspension bushings. Not sure if you can see, this is stabilizer bar bushings. They've been upgraded to urethane ones. Same thing with these. These are your control arm bushings. They have been upgraded. In the back, subframe bushings have been replaced and upgraded, as well as your stabilizer bars here in the rear, also upgraded to urethane stuff. So car looks very nice, very original. Really not much corrosion. just surface stuff from what I can tell, and we will probably take more videos in coming days. Thanks.